Would like to call to order the February 9th Parks and Recreation Commission meeting. Could I please have roll call? Is Carrie here?
Here I am. Yep.
Oh, yeah,
All right. George.
Yep.
Genevieve.
Here.
Ritu. Jamie.
Present.
Mike Kelly. Kristen.
Here.
Toby.
here.
Bill. Renee.
Here.
Miguel.
Here.
And Dan. Nope. And then we have Molly, John, myself, and Erica's here. And right.
Do we?
It really feels like we're vacationing all in the same place.
That's exactly right.
Kind of odd.
Yes, it is.
So Carrie, do we have a quorum?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I would, if you all have read the minutes from the meeting, if there's anything to discuss the minutes, or is there a motion to accept the minutes of the last meeting?
Motion to accept.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, motion by Renee. I didn't catch who seconded. All those in favor of the minutes, say aye. Raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. Minutes are approved. I need to read this. How to participate through WebEx conference call. The call-in number is 855-925-2801. Once again, that's 855-925-2801. The meeting code is 4529. That's 4529. When you call the number, you'll hear welcome to publicinput.com. It'll ask for the code. Type in the code. The message repeats if you do not enter the code right away. 2. You will hear a welcome message and a statement that says you're joining with your microphone muted. For more options, press star. It is not on the menu, but during public input portion of the meeting, press star 3 to show you want to speak, and you'll be entered into a queue. When it is your turn to speak, you'll hear a voice announcement. While in the queue, you're in the waiting room and will hear the meeting audio. For more options, press the asterisk button. When your speaking time is through, you'll hear a message, "Thank you for speaking. You are now muted." You can request to speak again by pressing asterisk 3. Okay. With that being said, we will now go into public input. Scott, is there anyone waiting in the wings for public input? Okay, let me know if that changes, please. Erica, could we have the report of the council?
Sure. Thanks for having me with you guys. Just wanted to give you an update from last time that we met. We had the discussion about the Park and Rec Facility Planning and Implementation Committee. At that point, we had very few individuals on the committee. So at this point, we do have 6 of the 7 spots filled. I believe the 7th spot is soon to be filled. So I don't know if you all are aware of who those individuals are. I can go through them if you wanted to know. George K is one of them, as you all decided last time. But we are going to have to start meeting and start working on developing a plan for the Park and Rec facility. So that should be up and coming.
Hi, Erica. Who are the other members?
Yeah,
Sorry?
would you mind listing the members?
Sure. So from Public Building Commission is Matt Montana. From Park and Rec Commission is George K. We have a South Windsor Public Schools student representation is Drew Maybe. Also Nathan Bernier, who has some professional building space planner estimator experience. Kathleen Doherty, who is and has some experience in recreation, and Andrew Paterna, who has had experience in Park and Recreation Commission services. From the council, the ex officio members is myself, and then also Jamie Gamble. And the town manager, I believe, is going to designate Molly Keys as his designee to be involved in the committee. So we do have one more spot, and I believe we have an individual who's going to fill that spot. Just have to have a little bit more discussion, and then that person should hopefully be coming on board.
Thank you very much, Erica.
Thanks.
Is that it for your report?
Yep, unless anyone had any questions for me.
Any questions for Erica? Seeing none, we'll move on to the Lisa Manili for Board of Education. Okay. I will try and call over the Board of Ed because since I've been in chair, we haven't had a report from the Board of Ed, so that's not good. Okay. Special reports tasks. Hearing none. A report of open space. George.
Yeah, we didn't have a meeting this month.
Okay. We're going for a record tonight, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Report to Molly. The floor is yours for the.
All right, fine. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, good evening, everyone. So some updates. Carrie had sent over the report of the Parks and Recreation Director, so hopefully you can read along as well. So our town of South Windsor, since I sent this out, it changed a little bit. So all public facilities still have a mask requirement in place. However, the private businesses in town, now there's no mask mandate, so that was lifted as of today. So with that being said, that does not affect our operations as we will still be having a mask mandate in place, which, but I just wanted to make note of that private piece as it has changed since I last wrote this. Childcare, no matter what, all of our staff and youth are wearing masks. They can remove their mask again outside if they maintain social distance. At this time, we have not changed any of our other policies. With that being said, the governor has announced he's lifting the mask mandate in schools and daycare centers beginning on February 28th. However, every town and superintendent can still require the mandate, and we have no plans to change our policies and procedures at this time within our department. Sports, again, we're finishing up winter season right now. Well, basketball's been going on and is going to go on for a little bit longer. However, we have not been given updates for our spring season that's going to be fast approaching in terms of the DPH. But at this time, everyone's still wearing their mask when they're indoors and they're playing. We're asking that all spectators also wear their masks and kind of spread out if they can. And if someone tests positive, they will quarantine for 5 days and then they can return on day 6 if they're symptom free. We haven't really had a lot of COVID cases in our basketball league. With the youth, the adults more so than the youth. So it's been a little bit more difficult when it comes to our adult leagues navigating that. We just had our spring sports meeting and we kind of talked with them as well, and we said that we don't really have any COVID updates. However, we're thinking that since it's going to be all outdoors, they're going to be able to not wear a mask while they're participating in baseball and lacrosse, most likely similar to fall. So that's what we think that's going to go back towards, but we're not positive yet. In terms of the Crosstown Trail, we actually did make a little bit more progress this month. It's been a long, ongoing piece to just try to get Eversource to sign off on our contract. So they are reviewing the proposed trail, and they're kind of looking at the environmental, engineering, and construction perspectives. And they called me last week and they said, we're looking at some modifications and relocations of the trail, as there are several privately owned parcels along the right of way. So our next step right now is that we need to contact all of our private owners that go across the Eversource right away, and we have to get written permission from them. And if we do not get that written permission, then we will have to look at kind of relocating portions of the trail. So I'm working with Walking Wheelways right now in order to do so with that. And then if we get all of that approved, then Eversource will issue us a license for the trail by the spring. So we have about six private property owners. However, one of them is a condo, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult than just having one person sign off on paper. In terms of Rye Street Park, so we had a meeting a few weeks ago, and we were told that we have to maintain the original budget of $350,000 for our project, because we were originally going to be asking for an additional $150,000 for the upcoming capital year. That was not approved, so we are going to be sticking back with that $350,000 for this project. So John had some fantastic negotiating skills, but no, he's been really working with the contractors, and we've been able to get decent quotes, and we're going to be able to get most of the project done now. The only piece that we're kind of looking at trying to figure out for more funding will either be the lights or, again, the boards. So we're going to still work on the sponsorships. But John and Dave both have done a great job with working with our contractors on that project. And then in terms of master plan implementation, Toby came at our last capital meeting, and he spoke about the needs for light upgrades for our parks, so that way we can run our night leagues and programs. And they're moving forward with that on the capital list for the upcoming year. So that'll be around $200,000, hopefully. And then I'll just give a monthly update on our programs. So we had the resolution run in January. We had 482 participants, both in person and hybrid. It was held at CT Valley Brewing Company, and the weather was awful, but we did have a lot of runners, it was a lot of fun. No matter what, I mean, people had their beer and their chili, and they made the most out of it. And 2 out of the 3 race winners were South Windsor residents, which is also really nice to see. Because again, with these races, you have people from all over the place, Connecticut, Massachusetts. But the 2 winners were from South Windsor. And then, we had a really great opportunity to collaborate with the Hartford Marathon again, with CT Valley, with the fire and police department, because without them, we wouldn't be able to run this event. And then with all of our other programs, our preschool registration, we had this past month, we have about 89% full for our session C. And then for session D, we're at 91% full, which is about 222 participants. And 4th R, we are currently sitting with 200 participants as well. Besides that, the newest update we do have is pickleball is growing rapidly at our facility. Right now, we're seeing over 50 adults every single week now coming into the gym to play. So it's nice that we can accommodate this adult league, because we used to only be able to have them at Ellsworth, but it's been growing so much in popularity, and recreations for everyone. So we wanted to make sure that they had the space that they needed. So on Monday and Wednesday evenings, and then on Sundays, they come in, and it's only growing. So next year we're going to be looking at doing some leagues, and Kyle, our new athletic supervisor, is looking to do some tournaments with pickleball. So he's very excited for all those opportunities. So if anyone wants to join pickleball, we got a growing league going on. But yeah, I mean, everything else is going pretty well. We're ramping up for our summer season. The brochure, we're going to be having that out sooner than later. It's really exciting to have it back in print. Carrie and the team, they've been working really hard on that. So everyone will see that in their mailbox this spring. And then besides that, another big announcement, Cheryl Gerber will be retiring from the department effective March 4th, 2022. She's been a great asset to the department over the years. She started out doing some preschool and I don't even know, basketball before she was even full-time. She was working games and everything. And then she started doing our special events and our inclusion full time. So everything from Monday Night Social Club to our concert series to the Easter egg hunt to doggy dips to she just done so many events. She'll be greatly missed, but we're excited for her to start her new chapter in her retired life. And yeah, I'm done talking if John wants to take over.
Well, before we go to John, does anyone have any questions for Molly of her report? Okay, seeing none. John, you're up.
Good evening, everybody. Quick parks update. Tomorrow we're interviewing 12 people for two positions that we have for maintainer ones. We have been updating and making new signs. The John J. Mitchell sign. The Avery Garden sign is another new sign that we're working on right now. And we are going to also update the Porter's Hill sign to be a little bit more conformative to what the rest of the signs in town are. We have a whole new look that we're going with. And we've been working on restoring our picnic tables. I don't know if you realize it, but some of our picnic tables are like 20 years old now, and we just keep fixing them and painting them every year. We do have some new ones. Each year we add one or two new ones to the budget. We've been working with street services on snow removal for all the storms that we've been having that seem to only happen on the weekends lately. We cleared the wood lines over at Deming Gardens on it's going to be the east side, all the invasives out of there. So that opened that up a little bit more. The Margaret Drive tennis courts have been officially removed. And we've been working on all of our parks equipment, and hopefully spring gets here pretty soon and we can start with some nice warm spring toasty sun vitamin D weather. And that's about it for the Parks Department.
Super. Thank you. Any questions for John? I had a couple for Molly and John. Is pickleball going to be a revenue-bearing league, or is that just something we'll do for the town?
Well, currently we're not, we're making a small revenue off of the facility rental. We don't really make a lot though. It's not substantial currently. However, we're looking to do again leagues and offer more playing time. And once we can offer that in the facility even next year, it'll cover a substantial amount of revenue that we lost from the decline in adult volleyball.
Right. So we'll have like a registration fee or something.
Yes. So it'll just be a registration fee. Just like, so for right now, we offer like, again, the Monday, Wednesday, and Sundays. And a lot of other towns do the same thing, but they charge like $25 every 2 months per person. And they can use it as many times as they want during that open time. And it fills up. The Manchester, Connecticut, they filled up with the 50 time slots, the 50 people per time slot. So we're going to look to do the same formula for next year.
Okay, super. With regard to the walk and wheelways, trailways, and the community path, do you need any help from the commission with regard to the 6 private people? Any communications, any help with that, or is it just processed with you and Eversource?
I don't need any assistance at this time. Ginny Hole, who's the chair of Walk and Wheelways, she's been a great assistance for it.
Super. What other questions I have? I don't remember. Okay. Oh yeah. Can we do something for Cheryl? As a board, can we send her a gift? Do we have a budget? What does the commission think about that? It'd be nice to send her some flowers or a card or something. This is the part when you guys speak up.
Well, what are we allowed to do with that, Molly? Can we send something?
Yeah.
They can't fire her, so sure.
True. Like a gift card or, gift card to Dunkin' Donuts or something. I have no idea. Whatever you guys think.
I think she would like that more than flowers. I don't see Cheryl as a flowers girl.
So can we do a $25 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts?
A good idea.
I'll second that.
And it'd be nice if hey Mike, It'd be nice if we get a chance to maybe pass a card around where we could sign it. I don't know if that would take too long to do, but that would be ideal, I think.
Virtual signing.
So, sure, we'll set up an Adobe account.
There you go.
All right.
We'll just have Gary sign everybody's name differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks. I'm left-handed, Carrie, when you do that. Okay. Is there any other business? I have written down for other business to ask a question of, we still have some winter hours there. Do we really need to be meeting at 7:30 or could we meet at 7 until baseball season?
Baseball season's next month.
You guys are killing me.
Well, that's what it.
Yeah,
Let's
all
start.
right, all right. Well, yeah, so what I think would be a good idea to do is that maybe we can discuss this at the next agenda, is think about
Erica.
it, is let's propose and put
Toby.
it in policy. Yes, sir.
Toby, Erica wants to say something.
Okay, Eric, please. Erica, yes.
No worries. I'm not sure where your meeting time is set, like some are set. I don't think that you're going to be in the charter, but if you're set by ordinance, we might have to revise your ordinance to change the time of the meeting. Otherwise, you would have to create special meetings to have a different meeting time or date. So just something that to look into.
I appreciate
Go to
that. Yeah.
that for the whole year. I think that goes until July for 7th. We'd have to switch that, Toby, next year. We'd have
Well,
to
that's
put the
what I
cha-
was gonna say. Why don't we set a policy in place or after we check the rules and regulations? See if we can
Yeah, you
have
can do that.
starting at some point in the future for Parks and Rec, the winter hours will be at 7 o'clock and the spring and summer hours at 7:30.
Yeah, you can set that because Molly has to get those in. I don't know where, but they have to go in for the whole year.
Sure,
Uh,
sure, yeah. So we'll try and see if we can set that up for next year.
Sure.
After we go ahead, Erica.
I was going to say, I think that you reelect your board, your chair, vice chair, et cetera, in September. So that may be when you set your meeting schedule as well.
We in the past have revised and looked over the bylaws in September as well. So that is some at that point was when we talked about them before. So
Yeah.
September.
What is our policy with regard to absences from members, commissioners?
I believe in general, I believe in general, it's 3 consecutive meetings missed is grounds for removal.
That's right.
Okay, I think we've had some members have missed more than 3. I will try and make some calls and see. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Ritu in a while, so I maybe give Ritu a call and see what she wants to do. But it'd be good if we had seats with people who are going to be here. So I'll reach out and, okay.
Hopefully in person next time.
Yeah, hopefully.
So I believe the plan is that virtual will continue through February and we should be back in person for March.
Okay.
So which would be our next meeting.
Is there anything anyone wants to speak about at this time?
I just have Erica, I have a quick question. Have they set a time at all to meet for the building committee or the recreation?
So we just passed or just approved the 7 members so far that are on it, including yourself, on Monday. So that is definitely something that will be upcoming. I guess we'll have to decide if we want to start meeting virtually or if we want to wait and meet in person. I'll talk to Mike or to the town manager and get back to everyone on the committee.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to do it in person just because we can get more, I think we can get more done that way.
Right.
So-
I mean, if we had to, we could probably do like a organizational beginning virtual and then really get going in March, something like that. If we wanted to hit the ground running for
You got to
March.
get moving on this.
Yeah, this board would like you to set up a set of urgency for this. Yeah, it's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and John and Molly, I'll reach out to you guys because I'll try and see if we can get together sometime before they start.
Any other questions?
Nope.
Are there any motions?
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
Motion to adjourn, motion second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion is adjourned. Thank you all very much. It's good to see you.
All right.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful night.
Yeah,
Good night,
sorry.
everybody.
Good
Yep,
night.
sorry
Night,
I
all.
was late. Sorry I was late. I had computer issues.
Good to see you, Mike.